Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Productions video. And this is going to be my last video for a while now because I'm heading away for this October half term, but I will make another video once I come back. So, seeing as tomorrow will be October 24th, and that was the release date of High School Musical 3 senior year, I thought what could be a better time than right now to talk about my top 5 High School Musical 3 songs. Now you may be wondering why I'm not doing this on the actual date. Well, I'm going away that day and I'm going to be too busy to make the video, so get it out of the way sooner rather than later. So let's begin. So at number 5 we have, well, as a bro, both literally and figuratively, I love bromance songs. So for number 5 I've gone with The Boys Are Back, which is sung by Troy Bolton and Chad Danforth. Now this song takes place at a junkyard, which is actually a kind of a unique setting for a musical number, and I just love it. It's so like intense. It's a really great song, some nice rock elements, and it's just a great bromance song between the two lads, the two best friends of the movies. And I just think it helps showcase Troy and Chad's friendship perfectly, especially with that little scene at the end where they flash back to themselves as kids, you know, just playing pretend in the junkyard with all the stuff. It was really good. The reason I'm putting it at the bottom is because while it was good, I don't think it really did that much to impact the story at all, and it was just there for the sake of being there. But still a really good song, and I wouldn't change a thing. So at number 4 we have A Night to Remember. Now A Night to Remember does have a bit of a significance in the movie, as it's part of the big rehearsal for the senior year spring musical, but we don't find that out until the end of the musical number. And I have to admit, it's probably the biggest musical number in the entire trilogy. Every single member of the cast is doing it. Troy, Gabriella, Ryan, Sharpay, Chad, Taylor, Zeke, Kelsey, Jason, Martha. Pretty much everybody is doing it. Everybody in the main cast and the supporting and the extras as well. What I love about this is the contradicting opinions on the upcoming senior year prom. Whereas the lads, Troy, Chad, Zeke and Jason, they're all panicking about it and seeing it as the night of their nightmares, as said in the song. Whereas the girls, Gabriella, Taylor, Martha and Kelsey, they're all just getting excited and preparing for the night of their dreams. I just love the contradictions between the two at the start of the song. It's just so good. Not to mention that the music is very, very catchy. I highly recommend to listen to. I highly recommend to listen to it if any of you viewers out there are in year 11 and your prom is coming up. Then I guarantee you, listen to this song will get you all hyped up for your prom. Trust me. When I had my prom back in 2019, it was amazing, and I think that song perfectly encapsulates the feeling. Now let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is Right Here, Right Now. Now, Right Here, Right Now is the very first Troy and Gabriella duet of the film, and it's a really sweet song. As they know that senior year is approaching and their graduation and prom, they won't be able to spend much time together anymore, so they're just making use of the present, so they're making use of the here and now, which is what I believe is the way to enjoy life. Like, if you know something's coming up and you're worrying about it, then in order to stop worrying about it, you just have to focus on the present, like the right here, right now. Hence why the song's called that one. The reason I'm putting it at number 3 as a midway point of the list is because while it is a good song, it doesn't really have that big... It really doesn't have that big... it wasn't that big of a musical number, as it was just set in Troy's treehouse, which is pretty cool. So yeah, still a good song, but just not a very big number. Anyways, number 2 is a song I've actually done on the channel, Just Wanna Be With You, which was first being sung by Ryan and Kelsey as they were preparing it for the prom and the musical. Then Troy and Gabriella take over the rest of it during the rehearsals, and to be honest, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you were to be told that it features Troy, Gabriella, Ryan and Kelsey, then you'd expect it to be a quartet between the 4 of them. Well, it isn't. It starts off with Ryan and Sharpay just singing the lyric, Sharpay. Sorry, Sharpay. I didn't mean to say that. Starts off with Ryan and Kelsey. That's it. Kelsey doing the lyrics, working on them, and then Troy and Gabriella singing them in rehearsals. It was a really good song. I love it a lot. I did it for my Valentine's special a few months ago, and a lot of you seem to like that video, so thanks for supporting that one. And if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check my dance videos playlist because it'll be there. So, before we get to number 1, I'd like to give a few quick honourable mentions. The first honourable mention goes to Now or Never, the very first one. It's set during a basketball game, and it's actually a really good song. And to be honest, that scene where Troy was knocked to the ground by a West High player, it was pretty hard to watch. Explains why I didn't put it on the list, but I just still wanted to mention it. Next up is, the next honourable mention is Scream. Now, Scream is Troy Bolton's solo in the movie. And while it is good, it's actually a very, very dramatic song, as Troy doesn't know what he is doing. He just wanders around East High at night, and he just thinks about what he wants to do, like whether he wants to pursue basketball or he wants to pursue theatre and be with Gabriella. But he just literally screams his angst out. But the reason that it's so dramatic, I think it was probably too dramatic for me to put it on the list, but it's still a really good song. The next honourable mention is High School Musical, which is the final song of the trilogy. Now, it's actually just the whole class getting together, and the fact that the whole of the seniors are singing together, that's brilliant. And the High School Musical logo just lowering down, and then there's the curtain, makes it look like an actual musical, which I think was a really nice touch. Now, I've gone lots of honourable mentions, but I will give a dishonourable mention, I'm afraid. And that dishonourable mention goes to I Want It All, which is the Sharpay and Ryan duet of the film. Now, I have to say, it's not as bad as Fabulous, but it's still pretty bad, in my opinion at least. It's just Sharpay and Ryan going on about how they're going to be celebrities and big Oscar winners. Ugh, give me strength. But, you know, it was quite catchy, and the song, the music was good, but the lyrics and the tone and the meaning, nah, just wasn't for me. Sharpay is just a bit of an egomaniac, and that's why I've always liked Ryan more than her. So, yeah, that's the dishonourable mention. So, number 1 is Can I Have This Dance? Now, Can I Have This Dance is a really great song, because it's basically Troy asking Gabriella to prom, and then Gabriella teaching him how to waltz in the rooftop garden from the first film. And I have to admit, it's such a sweet number. It's such a sweet song. The fact that it starts raining as well towards the end, and they don't stop, that's pretty cool. And the fact that it's played again at Stanford, and they have and they imagined themselves at prom, now that was brilliant. True genius when it comes to the musical movies. So I say that High School Musical 3's best song is Can I Have This Dance? So thank you all for joining me on this special High School Musical countdown. If any of you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I will be posting a photo. I'll be doing a post to celebrate High School Musical 3 Day tomorrow. It's going to be the 13th anniversary of the film, which is going to be amazing. I hope you guys will find some way of celebrating it, and if you don't, that's fine. That's fine. It isn't really that big of a celebration, but you know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you when I get back.